There we go. Perfect. Okay. So the first thing I want to start off with is, does everyone have the boards app?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
The best thing that's going to help you with parties and onboarding like yourself and like getting familiar with things is these links. So the onboarding link, Chrissy, you might not have these links. Do you have this in your boards app?
I think I might have got the onboarding today.
Okay.
I saw some on the side, but I'm not
Oh,
sure.
you
I'll have
did.
to double
Okay.
check.
If
I
you
don't think I've
haven't,
used that yet.
what's
The
Sarah? You don't have it?
I thought I did, but I don't on my, well, I think I do on my phone, but I'm on my laptop, so I'm gonna.
So if you log in on your computer, it should be there if you have it. If you don't, I'll tag you guys in the top post here that I have on our team page. And it will give you the links to click, and you just have to click the link and it'll upload into your back.
Okay.
So I just tagged you in that. But the best thing on here for you getting started to know what you need to do is this onboarding and links. And if you click this getting started checklist, it's going to give you like a 30-day checklist of things to kind of like fill out and to do and to make sure that you're doing. So it kind of gives you like a little guide.
Mhm.
I'm big on guides, I need to know like what do I need to do? What's like, I need to check things off and make sure I'm on track. So this is really nice to either download on your phone and check it off, or you can even print it out, however you mentally do things. Like I have to print it out and check it off. I'm like a paper person. So you have that, and then just some tips for you guys. And then this is like a tracker that if you guys are looking to really grow your business and be like intentional about it, this would be something that you would use to kind of as a guide to help you figure that out too. So let's go back to this part. So, and then that's just that. But then the next parts, there's some videos here, how to create an event. So this is going to be telling you how to create that party link. So for yourself and for anyone that you're going to throw a party for, you can click on this and it's going to walk you through it. So if you kind of forget, like, I couldn't remember how to put a party together, just click on this YouTube video and it's going to show you how to do it. I want to mention for this event, you're going to create one for yourself and for your party people. For yourself is going to be your page that you have all of your people buy from you and you earn rewards. Then anytime you throw a party, you're going to create one for them for their party. Does that make sense?
Yes.
How to put in a host order. So after you throw a party for either yourself or a hostess, this is how you're going to close it and cash in those rewards. So it's going to show you a video of how to cash those rewards in for each person. And if you guys didn't know, I think Chrissy, you're like only what, 2 days new here.
Right.
So you're like learning all the new stuff. But to put in a host order, we get to do that for ourselves. So we actually earn free and half off Zaya all the time as well. So we always make our own links, and this is how we're going to earn free and half off Zaya. And then this next one here, this next video is how to process a return or exchange. So if someone says the size is off, what? Do you have a question? I didn't hear. This is to process a return or exchange. So if someone needed a different size, this is going to walk you through how to do that. So these are just some like easy things to find if you guys have questions and you can't figure out how to do something. It's going to be a video that'll walk you through really quick. And then I just have some other stuff on here to kind of help with you guys, like best Instagram and Facebook groups to join. We click on that. There's our team page. There's the Zaya marketing page where you guys are going to get literally everything. I'll click on that real quick. This is our marketing page. Literally, you find everything possible that you want to find on here. All reviews, you can use all this stuff to share with other people. So you can have other people's like advice. So like what they're saying, how it fits them. So that's like a really great resource for us. And then Instagram, if you guys follow Instagram, every Wednesday when they come out with new items, they're going to show in their stories the review of how it fits each new item. So if it's true to size, it runs a little big, runs a little tight, they're going to release all of the sizing videos for you. So this is a really good thing that I kind of watch every Wednesday just to see how things fit. So then if someone asks me, hey, I saw that new item, how's that fit you? I just click on that. So this is all things you guys can click on and join those pages. But all of you guys are already a part of these 2 pages. I already added you to this larger team page as well. So you guys, it's Zyalite and our Re-Rise team, and then the Zaya marketing page. Those are the 3 Facebook groups. And then there's some like trainings. If you guys have questions, like you want some training information, there's just a ton of tips and tricks and things you guys can kind of go in here and find how to purchase a gift card. This next tab here is parties. So this is going to be how to set or what to do with setting up your party. If you click into it, it's going to kind of show you how to create a Facebook group if you guys don't know how to do that. Literally, there's so many things in here. It's crazy. It's awesome. Coaching your hostess is really important because they don't normally know what to do. So coaching means just like telling them what's expected of them, how to do the party, what you're going to do, and just keep having that conversation with them to kind of make them feel really involved in the party. And we give some like verbiage in here, like set messages to send to hostess, what to say to them, how to have a good party, and just some advice in there for people that are new. So there's some really good stuff to read in there. And then we have all of the party posts, literally so many party posts that you guys can use for your party. So then you don't have to try to come up with your own party out of nowhere. And you're like, where do I even start? This is going to kind of help you with all of those things. So it's going to kind of give you some beginner verbiage and some post to post, talk about each type of item that we have, do giveaways, things like that. Sizing guides. So there's a ton of stuff in here for you guys for parties as well. And each person that wants to do a party, I know that you guys are all mostly new to having parties for others. So when you need help with a party, just reach out to us and we can kind of help you walk through that. Because we don't want you to be in the dark, and we'll join your party with you and kind of give you advice in the background as you're throwing the party and kind of walk with you. So then we know that you're confident when you're throwing your parties. Let's see here. Oh, I don't think I have anything. Oh, there's an Instagram one. I thought that was in there. So we have like Instagram parties, how to kind of do an Instagram party, and then also your public account. If you're wanting to thrive on Instagram, these are some really good things, or have parties on Instagram, you can do that as well. I know Brianna, you're doing Instagram. Chrissy, are you doing Instagram?
Yes, I didn't set anything up yet, but
Okay.
I will be doing Instagram. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is going to be great for you to be able to click into, and it's going to give you just some really good information to kind of follow and be able to find like how do I find a niche? What do I do? It just kind of is walking you through some things on how to find a niche, where to start, how to do an Instagram party. So those are some really good resources for you guys. But I would say the biggest thing for you guys is getting started, getting that checklist printed out and starting to do that, especially if you're really interested in building a business and like earning money from Zaya. This is going to be really big for you to start checking things off and making sure you're doing these things. Any questions so far? The next thing, all of you guys are a part of the Zaya marketing group, right?
Right.
One thing I don't know if any of you guys know, but when you're on this page, if you click this little, I always forget what it's, magnifying glass. If you click this, you can literally search anything on here. You can search size, you can search height, you can search a type of item, anything, and it's going to pull up people in those types of things. So you're going to find a whole bunch of stuff just by what you want to search. So if someone is asking you a question and you don't know how to answer it, maybe sizing wise, because maybe you're not that same size, you can literally look it up and someone's going to have like a review on it. Or a picture to share or something. So this is really helpful for us with our customers when they're like, well, I am a size 12 and I have a big booty. So what size would I wear, in the leggings? You can literally look it up, light and tight size 12, like what do they wear, or jean size 12, what do they wear in the light and tights? And it's going to show you what people are talking about. So this is a really, really good resource. You can also use any of these pictures and put them on your page. So Chrissy, we're going to be probably doing you a launch party and creating a page for you to share Zaya on. Once you have your page, you can literally copy and paste this review and these pictures and share it to other people on your page. Okay. So it's absolutely amazing just because we can use anything on here, unless it says do not use, which most people don't share if anything on here is free range to use unless they say do not use. And the only time I've seen that happen was when someone was sharing their kid and they didn't want someone to share their kid's pictures. But literally, like I said, there's so many things to use and so much reviews to share with other people of all sizes. So I go into Zaya Marketing almost every single day on my phone and I just I copy photos and wording and I put it in my page. So I do my own pictures too, but I love sharing other people's reviews because I'm not every single size, so I want other people to know that anyone can look good in it. So here's my page and, I'm just sharing like this new skirt that just came out, whatever this girl said about it. And next, this cute jumpsuit that I wish would come back in stock already. So there's just so many things that you guys can share on your page. And it can be really anything that you feel like you love. So also they have cover photos. I make my own, but Zaya Marketing, if you look up in that search tab cover photo, people are so creative and they post so many different types of cover photos. So until maybe you want to make your own, or if you just don't want to make your own, which is totally fine, you can just look it up and I'm sure that there'll be one that you like. Do you guys have any questions on where to find things in this Zaya Marketing? There's so much resource. You're all part of it. You said yes, right? The next thing I want to talk about here is having parties. So parties are like the lifeblood of Zaya. So if you want to grow your business, like you want to earn money, you have to have parties because eventually your VIP group is going to be, tapped out if you're not growing it. They're not going to purchase every single week, the same people every single week, So the one thing that we want to do is we want to have parties so then we can get their friends into our page to get them excited about Zaya. So in mine, let me go back to mine here. So I grew my page, where I'm at right now by having parties. So when I'm doing a party, all of those people that are in that party, if they're not a part of my page and they're not going to be signing up as a rep, I'm inviting all of those customers, even if they didn't buy Zaya, into my page here. And I'm asking them if they want to join. It's because eventually, if they're in my page, they're going to see enough of Zaya where they're going to want to purchase or maybe have a party, or I want to talk to them about Zaya, because that's kind of how you grow. And so having parties, you're already getting that opportunity to be in front of them. And it's like a free opportunity. You don't have to go search for these people. Your friend or whoever's having the party for you literally put all these people in front of you for free. And you didn't have to do any of that work to get all those people to come to you. So that's why parties are so important, because it really, truly grows your business so fast. And parties are, in the beginning, because of this boards app, I didn't have this boards app when I first started, so it was a little bit different, but thankfully we have this now. So this is going to be really simple for you guys. Do you guys all have iPhones? If you don't, say
No.
me. You all do. Oh, good. Okay. Or Android is slightly different. One of the other reps, Becky, she has an Android. It's a little bit more work to like get these to post as a party, but if you have an iPhone, it's going to be flawless for you guys. Because all you have to do is literally go to Facebook, and I will show you guys how to do that on your phone. I'm going to make a video and post it in our little group of how to post with it. And you can literally schedule your post. So like I'm going in here in my party. I have my picture added. I have my wording added that I found in boards, because I have boards pop up for me, and I just post it all in there. And then I schedule my post, and I schedule it for whatever date I want, whatever time I want. And it's going to post at that time. And that's what I do for the party. I schedule all my posts, so then it's all done and said and done. And I don't have to worry about trying to figure out, what am I going to post today? What am I going to do? How am I going to get this party started? Boards is literally your entire party for you right here. So then you have a way to like do stuff and a way to navigate a party. You're not like in the dark. Here is, in this event section, is where you're going to be creating all of your links for your parties. So these are all people that are going to have parties with me. I make their link when they tell me yes to a party. I make their link immediately, even if it's like a month down the road, because I want them to. Sometimes people in the past, I have learned that people will once in a while back out if like something, they're just like, oh yeah, I forgot about it. It's not a good time right now. So I make their link immediately and I send it to them, and it's just like their commitment that they're going to have this party with me. So if you ever book a party, make that link with their address and email right away and send them the link and say, hey, you can shop with your link even up until our party and still earn rewards. So here's your link. So that's what I do. I make all of the links. And then I have my own link here, where I'm earning my own rewards from my VIP page that I showed you guys. So this is from my people in my page that are purchasing through me, and I'm earning free and half off Zaya from all of the people in my page. So not only do you earn commissions off of all of this, but you also earn free and half off Zaya from anyone that purchases from you. So let's see here. I don't even remember how many. I can't see how much is in here. Oh, 600. So I have 600 people in my page. But when I first started, I literally had 25. So if that shows you how much I've grown just by having parties. I literally had 25. I think that my first party got to like $600 when I did my launch party, maybe even less. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to run with this. And I just started having parties after parties after parties, because I knew that that was how I was going to grow my page to be bigger. And that's, if you guys are wanting, you don't have to have, 20 parties in a month, but if you have like 2 to 3 parties in a month, that's going to be continuing to grow you and make a good income into whatever your income desire is for Zaya. So, another thing I want to tell you is, if you are a busy person like we all are, we all have jobs, right? You can actually do parties that are combined. So like multi-host parties. So then you're not wasting your time. Like this party I'm doing right now, there's 2 people in it. Because I didn't want to do 2 separate parties this week. So I put them together. Sometimes I have 3 or 4 people together, depending on when it is. So then everything that I post is literally all in the same party. And I'm just posting one time for this post, this post that I'm posting. There's one time that I'm posting this for 2 people in the party. So that's also an option for you guys if you are super busy. Put everyone together in the party and literally just have one big party twice in a month. So I'll do, like this week I have all my parties, and then next week I have all my parties, because when it's my weekend to work at the hospital, I can't do parties. because I'm literally unavailable for 3 whole days. So that wouldn't work for me. So if you guys have times where it's not going to work for you, chunk your parties together. Put them all together so that it makes it more doable for you guys to be able to have more at a time. Because in the beginning, I was very overwhelmed when I had to do I was like, oh my gosh, I have to do 4 parties. How do I do 4 different parties and do 4 different videos and do all this stuff? Put them all together. Don't even stress about it. Just put all of your parties in one group and do it all together like that. And it honestly it makes parties more fun too, because people that maybe slack a little or aren't the best hostesses, the other ones pick up the slack. So then it almost makes them it makes the party worth it because someone else is doing the work too. So, questions on that, guys? I know I'm throwing a lot at you. So Chrissy, when we make your launch party, we'll create a link for you and people will purchase through your link. And then once you have a party for someone else, you can create their links. But you will everyone will always have their own link for their page to purchase through. So you always earn money. One thing that I talked to Sarah about today was in your order history, some people accidentally purchase not through a party. And so the way to figure that out is when you go to your order history, you can see everybody's orders. Make sure that it has a party ID. So if it doesn't have a party ID, like this is empty, that means that they didn't purchase through the party and no one is getting credit for that. And you don't want that. You always want someone's order to go in some party, because if it doesn't, then no one's getting any rewards off of it. It's just a wasted order. So I'm always moving all of my orders into certain parties to make sure that they're never wasted. I don't want to waste anybody's orders. So these ones, this customer non-party order, this is like the free stuff that Zaya's giving out right now for having a party if you get to a certain thing. So that's obviously you can't move that because it's a free item. So it doesn't really get to go into an event, but all of these get to be an event. So make sure that you always have something in this area. So then you're not wasting any orders. And once in a while you can move it yourself. If it gives you the option, you can move it. If this option isn't here, then you just have to chat Zaya, which is the little chat box right here, which is awesome. You can chat with them at any time, ask questions, order status if you want them to move the order. This is a really good resource for anybody. If you just want to ask them questions. And it's fast because when we're all at work, we don't have time to call, so we can just chat with them. Now that, Chrissy, this is where you're going to find your gift certificate to use your $100.
Okay.
So you go click place an order, and there's where you'll find your $100. And then returns, this is where we're going to click to file a return or an exchange. It's the same thing, return or exchange for anybody that needs a different size or just wants to change the item. You're just going to go here. This is the personal order option, which is where we find our 25% off discount. So when we order through here is where the 25% discount is. But if you are someone that wants to sell Zaya and you are wanting to earn income, I suggest not to purchase through here because you earn more back if you purchase wholesale. So what I mean by that is if I buy through my rewards link, my own link, which I do, I earn free and half off Zaya and I get commissions back on my purchase. So I actually get way more back than if I just used my discount. So I always tell people if you want to sell, it makes more sense for you to use your own link and earn free rewards and commissions back on your purchase than to use the 25% off discount. Because you get more back if you're doing it the other way. Obviously, if you want to use this, it is available. You click it, you just put your address in and you choose the items you want to buy, and it takes 25% off the order as long as it's not a sale item. The sale items cannot be extra discounted, but any wholesale item will be 25% off for you, but you will not earn commissions on it. And then you also don't get to earn rewards on it either. I buy all of my stuff wholesale just because I do make way more off of it than if I would use my discount. Let's see here. What else can what questions do you guys have for me? Just on any of the things that I've talked about. Or if it's something that's not even, that I haven't even touched on.
Can you add me to the Instagram boards?
Oh, sure. Is it, let's see here. Is it on Facebook?
I don't know.
Let me check. I think Joelle uploaded that. Yes, I'm gonna tag you in our thing here. Because she just uploaded the, or redid the boards app thing that she has on our page, and now has the Instagram one you can click on and have it come in.
Perfect.
Have any of you guys that have been part of Zaya for a little bit seen the Instagram stories?
Yes.
You have? Okay. Yeah, they're very helpful, and I love that they show different sized ladies. So they don't just show, thin models. They're showing like all sized ladies in each item. And I love that because it's like, obviously now you can share with your friend, oh, here's a lady that is this size, or here's a lady that's this size. Because I mean, none of us we're not all just stick thin, So like,
Right.
It would be good to have a ton of different options, or, maybe I'm very flat chested, but there's someone that's more busty. What is it going to look like on them? So I like that they have a variety of women showing. Mainly all of this stuff, guys, everything that I'm showing you, 100% you can do everything from your phone. You do not need to use your computer for any of this. I'm just showing you through this computer because it's easier to see. But everything that you see right now, you can use through your phone.
I have a question with the Instagram.
Yeah.
We can make our own pages, just like a business page, like not personal, but a business page, or do we go through the boards?
On Instagram, like making a new Instagram, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can make a new Instagram and then just posting. So it depends on what you want to do with Instagram. There's two ways that you can do it. So Brianna is doing it where she is influencing everyone with her working out and healthy eating and all the advice that she does through that. And that's how she's sharing Zaya in that way. You can also, I have my main Instagram, that's my big Instagram where I have a niche of mental health stuff. And then I have a separate page just for my Zaya that's private. So anyone that wants to be a part of Zaya, I add them into that. But you don't have to do it that way if you don't want to. You don't have to have two pages. You can just do one. But that's up to you. So I was
going to make like a personal page, but incorporate Zaya with it, like Brianna did.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's totally fine.
But what about posting the reels? She said something about the music. You can't, is there any?
Oh no, Chrissy, I'm sorry. I was able
Oh.
to jump on real quick. The
okay.
game's not for another 15 minutes, but no, I just said I noticed when I started, I put my page as professional, and instead of, it's still public, but there was an option for professional, and I just wanted to see what it was like. And it does give you some insight as to like how many people visit your page or whatever, but it seemed restrictive to music that I wanted to post. So then I just made it public.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to clarify that.
It's very, very hard to grow on Instagram if you have a private account. Because people can't find you. And so if you're going to do reels, it wouldn't go to anyone but your friends. So I highly suggest having a public account. If you're going to if you want to grow on Instagram, the only thing that you have to be mindful with, which if you're going to have Facebook too, it doesn't even matter then. You just can't do like your own giveaways publicly.
Right. Yeah, Brianna was telling me that. Yes.
Yeah, that's why I went back to Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's why she has both now, because it's just, then you would have to have a private account for Facebook or for Instagram. And if you don't want to carry two Instagrams, it's kind of trying. So then you can just do all of your stuff through Facebook then on that area. But for Instagram, you can do everything else. You just can't post your own giveaways, but everything else is open gain.
Okay, yeah, I have both of them, so
Yeah. And it'll be great. I mean, all of these things here are for you guys to resource, but don't worry. Like if you need help, just message me, message Joelle. We're here to help you. And we don't want you to feel like this is all you get, you get us too,
Right. Okay.
So we just want this to help you guys. Cause I know some people like to learn, they learn differently than just through video chat or, through this or through that. So these are just some resources for you guys to feel like secure that you
Right.
can find it, you can do something. And this checklist, like I said, is a really good checklist to kind of start you off on your first 30 days of Zaya and just making sure that you know what you're doing. And like I said, there's a ton of other things here. I think the one thing in here that you want to find is if you have someone doing a return or exchange, this is going to give them a guide of what to do. So 1, 2, 3, how do they get it back? And here's where they ship it to.
Okay.
I always send this to the person, either text or Facebook Messenger, so then they can send it back, because obviously you have to process an exchange in our back office, but once we do that and we send them that return number, it's all up to them to get it back. And some people, I mean, I hate shipping stuff. It's like the worst. And other people feel the same. So sometimes they just end up keeping it because they're like, I don't want to ship it back. But that it's a really simple 3-step process for them. It's not super hard. Let's see here. Here's another one, just kind of talks about the rep opportunity. If you're wanting to share with someone else that maybe wanted to sign up and they had questions, these are some really good videos to kind of share and talk about with them. Some trainings. One thing I did want to mention, if you guys didn't know, in our home back office here, we have a podcast right here. So you guys can actually, if you click on this, it's going to bring you to all of the podcasts that we've had. So this girl, she sells like $30,000 worth of Zaya every month. It's insane. But you can download the Zaya app for free, and you can listen to this one actually just right here. But if you want to listen to the other ones from previous weeks, just download the app on your phone and you can literally listen to all of the episodes that they have. And there's some really good advice in here, some trainings, how to have good parties, how to recruit. Like if you're looking for something, there's so much to find. So, here's some things. And it kind of tells you what each one is talking about. So then you can kind of learn a little bit more about all the podcasts that they have available. So I highly recommend doing something like training wise once a week, just to kind of help you learning. More the merrier, but don't overwhelm yourself with trying to listen to all the trainings, In the next thing I want to add here, in our Zaya Lite, which is our bigger team page, which I added you guys to, she posts when we have every morning power morning. So if you guys are morning people or you just need to get some work done, she kind of walks us through a 30-minute power morning. So like we'll connect with people and we'll talk to people, and then we'll make like a Zaya post for our public pages, and it kind of walks us through how to do each thing. She does that Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. I guess it's probably 7 a.m. for you guys if you're Eastern time. So 7 a.m. So you guys might already be at work at that point, but each one is recorded. And if you wanted to get some advice on like how to make a certain type of post, or, just to kind of see what was going on, she has a slideshow and she kind of walks us through doing like 30 minutes of work each morning. And then, another thing that's really big is we have Monday night team calls. So if you're not able to make it live, they're always recorded, and we try to post them the next day so then you guys can join. They're 9 p.m. Eastern time, 8 p.m. Central time. So if that's too late for you, they're always recorded. But if you're able to get on them, there's some really good stuff that they share. It's always, kind of some like training along with like personal stories of how they've gotten through things or, had success and things like that. So it's always really encouraging to be a part of these. But if you're not able to join live, they're always recorded and they're a great listen. And you can we normally post them in our team page as well. But on this page, if you're looking for them, she'll normally either put it in the comments or repost it like these, where she's saying, oh, here's the recording for this. So she does some really fun giveaways too. So right now we're doing giveaways for parties. So if you guys have questions about any of the things that she posts, just message me and I can kind of explain it, just because when you're so new, things can seem really overwhelming. So you just pick and choose what you want to do. You don't have to do it all. You don't have to be on every training. You don't have to be doing all of the things. Pick and choose what you feel like you can handle and that what is going to serve you best. And then go with that. And then when you can handle more, do more. Or if you feel like you want to switch it up, you can switch it up. So all of these things are just options. I don't want to overwhelm you guys. Like, come to every training every night, but they're available if you feel like you need training. If you are trying to learn more, they're here and people are jumping on and learning. So they're available. And it's night versus morning. If you're a morning person, you have that. If you're a night person, we have that too. So what questions do you guys have? Anything from what I've kind of gone over? Are you guys the ones that have been doing Zaya for just a little bit, are you guys asking people for parties or just posting about the parties?
I've reached out a few times. I haven't gotten any bites yet, but I was thinking about doing a mystery hostess party just to get kind of the light burning and to see, what those rewards are like.
Yeah, yep.
At the end of March.
I love mystery hostess parties. I normally, when I post about parties, people don't normally jump on my posts. It helps them see it, and it kind of like, settles in the fact that I'm asking for parties or like I'm talking about the party. But the thing that gets the parties is when I contact those people and I'm like, hey, do you want to have a party and get some free Zaya? And then I give them my dates that I have available. I keep it really short and sweet because the more words you give to someone, the less they'll read it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, people don't want to read paragraphs. So if I keep it really short and simple, or if I'm following up with someone that has ordered, that's always my best bet too.
Yeah.
But it takes about, they say it takes about 8 to 10 asks to get one party.
Yeah.
And so sometimes that seems like daunting, like, oh my gosh, but it's just on average how it works, how people, some people are a little overwhelmed with parties. So you have to just be very like, these are the dates I have, not just like, hey, do you want to have a party sometime? Because then they're like, oh, I'm so busy. There's no way, because that's what I would say. But if you're like, hey, I have a opening this date or this date, which date works? And they're like, oh, now I can visually see if I actually have time, So if you're asking someone for parties, make sure you give them specific dates that you are available, so then they can choose from a date for you. And normally that goes like a lot better than if I'm just asking straight out, just if they want to have a party.
Right.
Yeah, it does take asking a few people to book parties, but I feel like once I book one party, hopefully I can get at least another one or two out of
From
just
that
that
party.
one,
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
I know I have a few pregnant ladies that are like, I want to have the baby first. And I'm like, okay, I
Yeah.
understand.
Yes. And you can always just, if people are busy that month, just say, hey, what about next month? What about this next month, like in April instead of March? Does April work better for you? Sometimes it's just changing the month that can help too, and just kind of walking them through it, or they're, I don't have anyone that would buy. Well, I've actually had people say that a lot, and people love clothes.
Yeah.
So, and we have items that are all different prices. So it's not all like, it's not all $70, we have $30 and like $25 tanks and things like that. We have things that are cheaper. It's just dependent on what they want.
Right.
So I try to like, when someone gives me like, some like worry that they have about a party, I try to help them see how that's not a problem for me. Like, it's totally okay. Well, no harm in having a party and seeing how you do, if you really want some rewards. Are all of you guys, I would, in this, getting this checklist, it has your why in here, writing down your why and figuring out your why. Your why would be something, why did you sign up? What was the reasoning? And you want it to go really deep. You want it to get serious for you, so then you can really feel like it's strong. So my why when I first signed up actually is very different than what it is now, and it's okay if it evolves. But write it down so then you can reread why you signed up with Zaya, because sometimes it does take work to like continue in a business when you feel like, oh man, I'm in a slump, or I'm not sure where I'm going. So write down your why and kind of a goal for yourself, a why and a goal. What is your goal in 1 month? You know, what do you want to do? Is it an amount of money that you earn? Is it sales? Is it, you know, you want to have a certain amount of parties? Just write a goal for yourself, to kind of help yourself like push for that goal. Because if we don't have goals, we kind of just let ourselves slide by. Same with exercise and, you know, eating right and all those things. If we don't put goals on ourselves, we're never gonna do it. We're never gonna get to those goals. We just have to like have a standard for ourselves. Okay.
I have a question. Isn't like the why, like the hook, like to get people to follow you, just like why you joined, and is that like a key part?
Your why, yeah. So your why isn't necessarily about anyone else. It would be more about what is gonna motivate you to stay working. So like my why was I wanted to go part-time as a nurse because I was sick of working full-time in the hospital.
Mhm.
And that was my reason why I signed up for Zaya.
Okay.
And so now that I have that, my why slightly changed because I have what I have. So I still want to be part-time as a nurse, but I also want more. You know, I want something deeper too. So your why would be, why did you want to sign up with Zaya? What was the purpose of it? You know, was it to get
Right.
clothes? Was it to earn money? So you're going to write that down of why you needed Zaya.
Right. Is
So then
it like a catchy name, like a catchy like Instagram name, like important also? Like
you can be, but I just say writing the why down just for yourself mainly. And then when you want to share it on social media with someone else, I share it as in like my story. Like, why did Zaya inspire me to sign up? Why is it important to me? And then someone else is going to probably relate to that too, because they're like, well,
right,
that's me, you know, like how many nurses are out there that are super tired, you
right.
know? So
Teachers too.
yes. Oh, 100%. Teachers too. Yes.
So I was thinking like a name could be like teaching in black leggings.
Yeah, 100%. That'd be so good.
So
Amanda's actually a teacher too.
Mhm.
So teachers, you guys have a very unique way to reach out to people because you guys know how they're doing. You know, you're all on the same page in that area, whether or not you guys are working different grades or different, you know, it doesn't matter. You're all struggling, you know? So you
right,
guys get to speak to that group of people very seriously, just like I speak to nurses, you know? So add that into your why because it's part of you, you know?
right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to just stop recording here.